Yesterday we have a balance changes and the Superwitch just got a new level. So today I'm going to try Superwitch army into Legend League. But different from the old Superwitch army, this time I bring the Stick Horse and Angry Jelly and the Barbarian King. Notice that I haven't played the Fireball in Legend League for about like 1 month, and now I'm totally like a noob for playing Fireball strategies. And since I just reset at top 122 I guess yesterday, so today we might face some tough bases attacking by a noob Fireball player. Let's see if Superwitch can carry me up.
Okay. Wait, is this the star space? He's from Queen Worker, so he's a real star. He's running a double rage base, so we just fireball one rage area and super rage path to another rage area. And the traps drop the warden. At 9 o'clock. Use some archers to funnel first. We can just run a very easy fireball on the outside. Maybe just target the scatter shot on the left side. Yeah, after we get a defense, then just use 2 invisibility spell, easy fireball onto the scatter shot. Nothing new, nothing fancy. So now we can just path our super witches from 7 o'clock into the rage area, and maybe queen to funnel. Use a scatter spell to distract both monolith and the bomb hive. And see the giga bomb in the core? We need to take care of that. If the warden go into this area, then the warden might just die right away. So we need to keep the warden healthy. So now the warden is healthy and everybody is tanking for the warden. It's pretty safe. Now the warden is going towards the giga bomb, so let's just put an invis just for safe. But what? The warden is still dead? I mean, who kills the warden? So now we are in big trouble. Just send the king and royal champion early into the rage area. We need to get the rage area early so the super witch will not die. Use the rage on those super witches so that the healers can heal through them. And note that the king and royal champion combo, they are doing so much damage to the rage area. Now they just got all the rage core. They just overgrow at the back end. And use the royal champion rocket spear to get a revenge tower. So now most of the base are gone. We still get it. Even the warden dies early, even it's on star space, we're still able to triple the space. This just shows how strong this army is. That's in the next attack. Wow, it's a double infinite space. Who will use the double infinite space for rank? Maybe it's the end of our base? Yeah. The infinite core are isolated so the sword are not gonna target it. And it might bait it with traps in the corner to prevent from the rocket launcher. But it's weak against the fireball. Let's just use the warden on one invis core. If you don't use any invis, you can get an invis core. But if you use one more invis, then you can get even deeper. You can get the super wizard tower. Maybe let's just try that. Get the super wizard tower. And then the pathing is dead, so we can use the super witches as 6 o'clock into the base. And use the queen to funnel for the super witches. Drop a ice golem to temper that mana prince. Ice golem free, so now we can send a hay hunter to deal with it. Poison on the CC. And stick that skeleton to distract the monolith. And on the right hand side, we still got a infant's tower. Don't be afraid of that. We just stand the king straight into that infant's tower. Infant's tower got triggered. King just changed into the wizard tower. And after cleaning up the wizard tower, go back to the infant's core, pop the king ability. So the king just cleared that infant's core. The infant's tower just got exactly no value. So far everything looks pretty great. We still have so many spells and the royal champion hasn't deployed. Should we use the rage for the super witch? No, the supervalk dies. So the baby rage can rage the super witches. We can save even more spells. With the rage spell, the long shot die early, and the king also die quickly. And how many spells we left? 3 invisibility, 1 overgrowth, 2 totem, 1 rage, and 1 freeze. That's 10 spell space, and we also swag at royal champion. That's crazy. And should we use a spell to protect the super witch since there is a ricochet cannon? Maybe we just use it. Just for safe. Use that totem spell on the super witches. And now we still swag 9 spell space and a royal champion. It's very crazy in the larger mode. Another rage base. Let me see where to fireball. Maybe we just fireball to the hero bell. If we fireball to the hero bell, we can get 1 rage tower and the clan castle. Yeah, that's a good choice, and we only need to invest 2 infant spell. So now use the archer to test for the Tesla. Drop 2 infant spell, oh no, it's 3. And then fireball to the hero bell. Earthquake right away. And thinks that we missed 1 earthquake, so the scatter shot still alive. And here, just do a little bit more funnel. And we didn't use the new pal Raven. We still use the Sneezy because the Raven is still lying on the pet house. It's upgrading from level 1 to level 2. And after we get the Expo, we can path our super witches into the core. So now we can just path the super witches from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And since there are not very much defense at the right side of the base, so this time we don't need to use the queen for the funnel. Maybe we can just use the baby dragon or some falcons to funnel on the right side. And actually, at the top side, the 12 o'clock, there's still a Raven's tower. And it's pretty annoying. So we can use the royal champion on the right side and the king on the top side, Raven's tower area. And in the past, time fail is a pretty big issue when you are using the super witch army. But now, with the king, you can easily get something at the backing. See? There are so many spring trap and tornado trap at 12 o'clock. But even with so many traps, the king is still able to clear that Raven tower. In the past, you were gonna use the royal champion and you're gonna use so many spells, but with king, there's no spell investment. And see how many spells we left right now? Let me see. Oh my god, that was just 7 spell space. We just spec 7 spell space. That's because we use a king to get everything at the backing, not the royal champion. We don't need to invest spells for the royal champion. That's why we can spec so many spells. Okay, still a double rage base. So yeah, the target is pretty obvious. we just far above the rage core area, the bump hive rage core. So let's drop the burden at 9 o'clock. And we still didn't got a raven, it's still upgrading. So let's use the baby dragon to speed up the funnel. So maybe just let the warden path into the expo. Yeah. And after we got the expo, we can just set an easy fireball into the rage core. Use 2 invisibility spell. Oh no, we still mess it up. Use 3 invisibility spell and get a rage core. Nothing new, nothing fancy. And we don't need to get all the rage core. There are 2 infernal tower staff, that's okay. We can just use the raw champion to clear that out. So now just send the Superwitch and use the archer to do out the CC early because we don't want to deal with the ice golem in the rage and hero area. Just deal with them on the outside. It's gonna be better. Use the ice golem to free some of the base. And use a rage to rage those healers and super witches. Freeze on the rage tower to reduce the damage. And so far we're being good. Use a hate hunter on the enemy heroes. And then Infus on the warden to protect the warden from the infernal tower. So now the pathing instead use the royal champion to clear that infernal tower. And there's so many stuffs on the top side. So to prevent the time fail, let's use the overgrowth spell to funnel the king, so that the king can now go straight into the Raven Tower. The Raven Tower is the most important building. That's why we should overgrow and let the king go with it first. But actually, I just overgrow too many buildings. I just overgrow that multi-gear cannon. I shouldn't overgrow that. I should just overgrow the motor, and it's gonna be enough. And most of the base are gone. We still have 25 seconds left. It's a 3-star without the time fail. So next time you can use the royal champion or the king on the opposite side of the base to prevent the time fail issue. Okay, a rage in this base. So wait, I have a good idea. Let's just send the warden into the long shot. After we clear the long shot, the warden click 1 time on the town hall to trigger the infest tower. When that infest tower trigger, use the overgrow and infest to set up a crazy fireball into the core. And in this way we can save 1 more infest spell. So let's drop the warden. And the warden is hit by the long shot and asphalt, so we need to use a totem to distract. Use 2 balloons and 1 baby dragon for the funnel. But wait, is 2 balloons and 1 baby dragon be 20 housing space? Oh no. So that now the warden is gonna lure out by the baby dragon. And that costs his ability. So we just flag a fireball. And Longshot is even doing the good damage. Oh my god, I thought he only do the single damage after the update. So we just mess it up. How can we save this? Let's just click on the town hall 1 time to trigger the infest tower. So now use the Superwitch on the left hand side. And for the middle infest core, we're gonna use the clean to clear that. So now just wait a second. And now drop the king into the core of the base. And the king can go get through that infest tower area and go to the rage tower area Should I overgrow rage? Wow, the king dies pretty fast. Oh my god, I shouldn't be greedy. I should use the overgrow early to protect the king. Now the king just dies super fast. Let's just deploy world champion. As long as the world champion survive, we can still get the space. And now let's just use poison on the furnace and key and I on the world champion, rage on the world champion, and freeze on the multi-inferno. Everything is looking good. And oh no, world champion. Use ability infus and she still died for ability. So maybe we are gonna time fail. Use the earthquake to speed up the push. And we still have some infus. Just use it to protect the warden. No, the warden still dies. And use the headhunter for the cleanup. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 88%, 89, 92, 93, 94, and wow, it's close. Even with the fireball, it's pretty close. If I just protect the world champion or we just protect the king, it should be a triple for sure. Okay, so another double rage base. So maybe let's just fireball to the 6 o'clock Super Wizard Tower, so we can get both Super Wizard Tower and the multi-inferno. And yeah, there's a CC at 6 o'clock. To deal with that, we can either use a poison tower plus a ice golem or a poison tower plus a totem. Let's drop a totem and poison and oh my god, why am I dropping the ice golem? I should use either ice golem or the totem, not just both of them. Yeah, so now the ice golem just being wasted. That's okay. We can still hit a good fireball after we get to that Super Wizard Tower, but now the Tesla pops, so we will spend more time cleaning those Tesla. Just being slow and patient. After we clear that Tesla, those 3 Tesla, then we can land a good fireball into that Super Wizard Tower. So now Earthquake's fireball. And wait, there's still 2 heroes. And they are raging. So let's just use a totem to destroy the Minion Prince just for save and save the Headhunter. And the Headhunter is still alive, so he's gonna go to the Minion Prince. No, the bomb. The Headhunter died. So now the warden died. We're now in big trouble. Let's see how the Super Witch can save this. Use a skeleton to destroy the bomb pipe. Oh my god, that's actually not necessary. We should have used a skeleton to destroy the monolith. Now nobody's destroyed the monolith. So maybe we need to use the world champion to deal with that monolith and use the king on the left hand side Inferno Tower. So now the king is gonna get into the core of the base, get all the core area where Super Witch is very hard to attach them. And the Riven Tower is also isolated around the base. Very hard for Ruler to reach, so let's use the World Champion Rocket Spear to get it out. And so far, even the Warden died early, all of the Super Witch army alive, and we still have so many spells. That shows how strong the Super Witch army is, and also shows how slow the Super Witch army is if there is no Warden raging for support. Now there's only 20 seconds, even with so many troops alive. we're still not gonna get the space. We're still gonna time fail. And yeah, 78 and 79%. That's a 79% time fail. So next time, always keep your warden alive when you are doing the Superwitch attack, or you are gonna receive a time fail. Battle again and see the timer. After I drop the fireball, and now it's already 1 minute and 54 seconds. And I should already drop the super witches. I shouldn't use Totem and Headhunter and so many stuff to deal with the heroes. Even you can clear out those two heroes, you're still gonna time fail. Just send the super witches early to prevent the time fail. Okay, a double rage base. So let's just get one rage area. And after that, path a super witch into another rage area and it's done. So maybe let's just send the warden into the 6 o'clock area. And after the warden get that multi-motor and the multi-archer tower, we can set up the funnel, we can set up the fireball into the scatter or the builder hoods. Or maybe the builder hood is better. Just send the fireball into the builder hood with 2 infant spell. So after we get the multi-archer tower, then just fireball, and yeah, pretty easy setup. And who can deal with the town hall area? Can a king deal with town hall area? Probably not, because there's also an enemy king. So if the king cannot deal with the town hall area, we're gonna send those super witches into the town hall. Now send them into the monolith on the right side. Because the king cannot deal with the town hall, there's an enemy king. Our king will just stuck on the enemy king. Use the wall break to get that air defense. We need to get it quickly. No, we just missed that and lose 1 healer. Oh no. Use a totem to distract and then the poison on the furnace. Maybe let's just freeze those heroes and building. It's pretty annoying. And then let's try sending the king right now so that we can trigger the rage tower early. So the super witch don't need to deal with the rage tower. The king is tanking for the rage. Everything is looking fine. Ice golem freeze, rage, and the queen of bloody. Get the rage tower area super quickly. Use the overgrowth at the backside to reduce damage. So now we are not gonna use the royal champion. Everything is looking so good. Still have 43 seconds left. Maybe we can spec the royal champion. Can we? Still has 30 seconds. Use the Choten and the Infus to protect the giant, but he's still dead. He's going out of the Infus area. So now we are forced to use the Royal Champion for a clean up. We can swag the Royal Champion if we can keep the giant alive. But we still got Turbo. Okay, a similar double rage base. So okay, maybe we can just fireball that multi-archer tower. If we get either side of the multi-archer tower, we can get the monolith bomb high rage tower, and even either one side of the scatter. That's pretty huge value. So now let's drop the warden at 6 o'clock. Warden walk to clear the long shot first, and then set up the fireball into either side of the multi-archer tower. So now let's set up the Infus spell 1, 2, 3, and fireball. Oh, no. Oh, the fireball goes to the air sweeper. We didn't get the value we want. But yeah, that's still okay. We can still path the Superwitch into one rage area and use the king for another rage area. And since there are not so many defense at the left hand side, so we just use the queen, go with the super witches, and use the baby dragon and some falcons for the funnel on the left side. And also use the rogue champion for help. And now the headhunter is coming out. Let's use the poison and also a infest to protect the warden, but no, he still died even 2 spells investment. And that headhunter even slowed down my king. Wow, that's pretty huge. We're gonna fail, maybe. So let's use the overgrow, but oh no, the overgrow placement is also bad. We shouldn't overgrow that. So use a freeze and a headhunter to deal with the enemy heroes, but the headhunter died early. So nobody deal with the enemy king, the rogue champion is gonna die. That's a bad news. There are so many base left. Use 2 archers to clear that. And a totem to disrupt the revenge tower. And maybe a Scully spell to distract for the super witches, but no. The super witch died early. So maybe just use a Saturn now to distract for the giant. 40 seconds left, so still so many trash defense and trash buildings. Can we get this? 30 seconds left. We got a baby rage from the supervalk. Can we clean the base? Wow, it's pretty close. If the giant stay alive, we might get this. But there's still an army clan on the right side. I don't think we can get to the army clan. No, 99%. Okay, so first the problem is that we didn't get the fireball into that multi-archer tower. So to fix that, instead of dropping the warden at 6 o'clock, I would drop the warden at maybe like 5 o'clock, but we need to be out of the range of the how's that, air defense. So if you drop the warden here, both air spell and the long shot will hit you. So you need to drop a totem here to disrupt the long shot. And if you go from this side, you only need to get a mortar with your warden and use double infest to set up the fireball to the multi-archer tower. And if you just use the preferred method, working from 6, and you answer that you need to use 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like 4 to set up the fireball. So in this case, you start from 5 and you only need 2. The second problem is like here, and we just drop 2 Valkyries right here, and we only have 2. And we also know that there are so many trash defense on the right side. And actually we don't need all 2 Valkyrie, because we only need 1. Because there's no way for 2 Valkyrie to tempt for the how to say that, the Archer Tower, Wizard Tower, and the Expo. There's no way. You just leave 1 for the cleanup, and the rest of the job will be done by this rogue champion. So what you should do is to leave 1 Valkyrie to clean up, and leave another 1 on the right side for clean up the right side trash defense. Here, The sub problem, the headhunter is coming out, you use the infants and the poison, and the warden still die. So the best solution is that you use this infants on the Grand Warden, but not on the Archer Queen. So in this way, all the headhunter will go to the Archer Queen, but the Archer Queen is tanky enough, she still has the ability. So the headhunter is not gonna kill her. In this way, you only invest one spell, but you save all the heroes. That's about the choice. And the last problem is the overgrow spell. We should an overgrow lab. We should leave that revenge however. We should just freeze the revenge and the hospital area and overgrow on this area. If we can overgrow on this area, then the Infernal Tower is not gonna burn the Headhunters, so we can send Headhunters to those heroes and use this Scully spell to destroy those heroes. Yeah, then it'll be easy to get the triple. So let's see what's the overall result. Okay, so today I got 287. Honestly, not a good score, because yesterday I got 302 with the New Lighter army. But I personally still think that Superwitch army is stronger than the New Lighters. I got low score just because I just messed up so many attacks. If you guys don't do those stupid things like me, you probably get so many triple, maybe 300 plus, or even 320. And yeah, that's all about today. Thanks you guys for watching, and see you, bye bye.